because right now we're only waiting on this law. We don't really have the means to get all these other things going. They're happy that we just built that, the Pilgrims. Establish a colony at the old Dreadnought. Now we only have a Frostland team of 10, a total of 15, because 5 of them are at the fishing village. So the only way we can fix that is if we go to Frostland. Here. Vanguard Logistics Bay or Automatic Logistics Bay. Do we want to do it for the Pilgrims and the Frostlanders, or do we want to do it for the New Londoners and the Stalwarts? I want to do it for the New Londoners and the Stalwarts because they make up the majority of the city, and I could probably convince them to help us out with more resources, like giving us heat stamps and other things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it with this. And we also need less people for this, so we'll have more people to just go ahead and work on the city instead of exploring the Frostland. We're gonna have to be waiting for that for a good amount of time. People are still getting sick. We also need people for our watchtower, but we don't have enough heat stamps for that, which is another reason why I wanna have even less people working. Sue Miller, 12, pupil. The rabbit took a watch out of its waistcoat pocket. How come no one shanked him and took it, eh? Are rabbits even real? Gotta ask, miss. Reading's hard, but it's fun, and you rarely get cut. Mabel whines it doesn't help scouts in the Frostland, and how do they read them maps, is what I answered that tosser. One day I'll write books myself with plenty of sword fights and no snow. That was a little kid who was in a gang who eventually had to give that life up and basically do things for the city. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off emergency shift here. We don't need it at the moment. And this is another food district, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn that one off. I'm gonna turn it off at these 2 extraction districts. I do not want people dying if I can help it. We're still running out of coal, which is really poor. But there's only so much we could do about that at the moment. We're still trying to get our extraction team out there. We got to research working on our generator. And that'll still take another 3 weeks for our automatic logistics bay. And it'll cost us a good number of resources and people, but we have plenty of that right now. Let's go ahead and speed that up a little bit. Let's try doing something for the city. Basic welfare. Oh yes, people were getting sick. Let's try doing this. Contagious people will be placed on quarantine and cared for by the city in dedicated accommodations. Infectious badge. Contagious people will be required to wear a specific badge that allows others to limit their interaction with them if they deem it appropriate. That sounds very inhumane. This demands more of us for resources, but we finally have the resources to take care of stuff like this, and if this ends up taking care of our sick problem, I wouldn't mind doing this. So let's go ahead and propose this. People are also hesitant about it, so let's see who's open to negotiate, the New Londoners or the Frostlanders. Let's try the New Londoners. They're pretty reasonable, at least for someone like me. Calibrated goods. Factories using advanced machinery and industrial processes to manufacture domestic goods with a limited workforce. Okay. I think that's good. We do also need to fix our goods output, because right now we have a really poor goods output. I'm gonna go ahead and vote this into law. I want to get this taken care of as soon as possible.
The votes are in. The measure
That's
passes.
good. Now we need to research calibrated goods. We still need to get our Frostlanders out there. Let's see. Industrial. We still haven't built a salvaging factory, but we need a lot of heat stamps for it, so right now we're going to ignore that. Program War. Mandatory schools. Steward. People are increasingly arguing over the curriculum taught in schools. Some think we should reduce theoretical knowledge and provide more survival training. We're filling these kids' heads with numbers and useless junk, complained an angry trapper. We ought to take them on field trips to hunt. Others argue for the exact opposite. We need to teach these children how to think and come up with new solutions instead of perpetuating outdated practices, says an engineer. Okay. We kind of do want to have research going, but we also need to have a good balance between who we're helping and who we're deciding to help. So we have to go back and forth quite a bit. This doesn't help our research speed, which kind of puts us in a bad spot. So we're gonna go ahead and do science is the future. If we were in a better situation, I probably would have been tempted to go ahead and say to let them go into the Frostland so they could forage for food. I was looking at this a little earlier, and I realized this is an issue that we're gonna end up coming across. Hydraulic pump jacks constructed in extraction districts, and the output is 80 oil. So right now we need to transfer at least 75 oil to New London, and currently, um, I'm not sure how much we're going to be transferring, but that's a little hint as something we're gonna have to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively research this, and this is gonna increase squalor, but we're gonna introduce our guard post, which will fix this problem, and it's gonna increase some of our material demand as well. But that's fine. Um, so yes, let's go ahead and do this, research that, and then we'll do calibrated factories right after that. We also have a new building, which will be in logistics, automated logistics bay. Let's see, who's not the most mad at us at the moment? I'm gonna say New London. We are gonna research the calibrated goods factory. I'm gonna go ahead and this is gonna be the second time I tax them. Oh, I cannot do that, and I believe I can't do it to these guys either. Okay, so I gotta take from one of these other two. Let's go ahead and take it from the Frostlanders, because they're not too mad at us at the moment. So let's go ahead and build our automated logistics bay. And that'll take a little while to build, so we'll have that going. Now we finally have our people coming in. We need to send our people out. We have 25 Frostlanders. I think 5 of them are here, but they're not sending us food. Okay, yes, they are sending us food, so I'm gonna leave them there. Let's see. Okay, we don't have a core. If I'm not mistaken, this has something. Mangled cart. Among debris in a mangled cart, we found an old navigation log. We can't wander forever. If we can only get through this canyon, then we can set up a permanent base next to the oil. This cart holds a large number of cores. Yes, that's exactly what we need. That gave us... how many? Okay, they're transporting them right now, so we're waiting for these resources. But the moment we get our hands on them, we can go back and establish our colony. Okay, let's go ahead and speed this up right now. Is our generator on overdrive? It is not. Okay, that's fine. I definitely don't want to do an emergency council session. That would be really bad, and they would get mad at us. Right now we're doing okay. Okay. It's getting colder. Our coal demand is a lot higher, so that, yeah, I was right. This just ran out. Really unfortunate, but we're gonna go ahead and demolish this, and we're probably gonna send these people to go do other work. We need to expand one of our houses, which is fine. Go ahead and put that there. Yes, we're sending our colonists out there right now. Hopefully that'll be good enough for us to finally have our oil come in. I'm sure we're gonna have to actually make a base or something, or probably like set up a pipeline or something like that, because right now they're gonna have to transfer the resources here somehow. So maybe it's gonna be like a week-to-week thing. I'm not 100% sure yet, but right now we can only focus on what we can. Nope, wrong thing. Unused quarters, no contagion prevented. Steward, with disease currently under control, more and more citizens question why we keep some houses empty for potential quarantine. Makes no bloody sense, complained an anonymous clerk. We keep maintaining these places just in case, when they could make some folks happy right now. A mixed coalition of delegates agree with complaints and have drafted a new law which would deregulate the issue of contagion altogether. The no contagion prevention law is now available in the council. I don't think I want to do that. I want to make sure that my people are not sick, because it's really cold right now, and if they are sick, we're kind of screwed. Okay, we're running out of coal, so I'm gonna boost the production in this extraction district, and our generator's been off of overdrive for enough time, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that on overdrive, which will boost our overall coal output, so we have a little bit more time to make do with what we got. We're running out, and once we run out, we're gonna be kind of screwed, and we may or may not need to just outright turn off our generator, which if we do, that would be bad, and I'm pretty sure they would throw us out, so we need to do everything we can to prevent that. But yeah, let's just go ahead and speed up our colony. Okay, these guys are still sending us food, which is fine, and we need more people. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab these guys because I want to start exploring other places so I can get more resources. It's gonna take them quite a bit to get there, but that's fine as long as we have them doing something. We don't need the food that bad because we have a full stockpile, so we're gonna be on a decline for that for a little while, but that's okay. We're not gonna worry about having less because we have plenty in stock, so we can afford to be on a decline for our food. This will last 165 weeks at the current rate. We're probably also going to... I'm going to leave these guys on overdrive because we don't want to take too much more coal from what we currently have. We're out now. We're finally out. We have nothing left, which is really bad. And now people are getting injured and dying, which is terrible. That's going to affect our overall popularity. Abe Chambers, 90, former shipwright. Longing to join his wife in the beyond. 90 years old, 90 summers. Well, winter is more like. I've had a good life, I guess. Well, I've had a life anyway. Not everyone in the old Queen Hitch crew can say the same. I always thought I'd be sharing my Liddy's grave, but now Pete's pressuring me to donate my body to the city. Apparently, them doctors are using dead folks' skin to fix up frostbite or something. Can't they leave me alone? Haven't I been through enough? The lack of law regulating funerals is causing tension to rise throughout the city. Yes, we don't have a plan for that yet. We can propose a law for that, though. Here we go. Contagion. If I'm not mistaken, there was something for okay, this is for funerals. Disease is slightly decreased. The disease will be harvesting in their bodies parts used to support city healthcare. Unharvested remains will be incinerated and the ashes transferred to relatives. I understand why they are unhappy with this, but this would help us. But at the same time, it would make our people pretty mad if we don't take care of our ceremonial funeral. This only helps us with people dying, but at the same time, right now people are dying because it's too cold and we don't have coal and fuel. So we're gonna go ahead and propose this. We'll take care of disease spreading and through other means. But we need 50, I think it's 51 votes overall. So we need to negotiate with somebody. Let's do the Frostlanders. Building moss filtration towers, structures that circulate the ambient air through natural moss that absorbs and filters impurities. Okay, that sounds alright. So long as we don't use the rapid filtration ability, this is pretty okay. So let's go ahead and vote for that. And we should have our ceremonial funerals passed, which would be great. Yep. We needed 51 votes. We got a little over 70. That's fantastic. Now we need to research moss filtration towers. Let's do calibrating good factories first. Now that we've got our things going, so we're gonna do this. We already promised our stalwarts and New Londoners for this. This is gonna take 19 weeks. We have our fuel pumps going.
People.
Is our Frostland team here yet? It'll take them a little bit more time to get there. Okay, they're currently building at the moment. We can actually watch them build this right now. Yeah, it's gonna take them a little bit more time. 50... We're at 54%? No, these guys, this is for these guys over here, so this is something else. Colder seasons, heat demand increases. Okay, oil deposits discovered. Let's go ahead and take care of that. We need to take care of this as soon as possible, because the longer we take, the worse our city's going to be. Okay. So basically this is the prologue, and we have our colonists taking care of our needs right now. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Let's go ahead and start breaking some ground. We need to get straight to the oil first. This is first things first. This is the first thing we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and have them break that, and then we're also gonna have them break some of this around the area. There's more oil over here, so we're gonna start moving over here. And we still have a decent amount of crew left, so let's just keep everybody busy and working. Let's see, is there any more resources around? Okay, there's more oil down there. There's some... Okay, let's just go ahead and leave it like that. That's gonna take them, I think, a week to get through. We have more things going on in the main city. Visions of our future, diverging ideas. Steward, everyone in New London is awaiting the moment we get a steady supply of oil. So many fears would vanish, so many dreams made possible. But those dreams seem to be diverging. Stalwarts paint visions of an eternally warm New London, as warm as only the eldest among us remember. But pilgrims want to use this newfound power to reach out, settle remote places on the Frostland, and making them our own. Yeah, we are gonna have to decide what we're doing once the oil gets to this city. But at the moment, I believe there's a stockpile. Yes, there's a stockpile currently that we can send. No, that's not it. Can we not transfer this until we start producing oil? Okay, I guess we gotta start producing it first, and then we can start transferring it. I was messing around with this in another game, just to see how it worked. But yes, we have to transfer resources through this tab. Once we get our frost breaking done, okay, now we can finally get a extraction district on this going. That'll take care of our main issue. We also want to do a housing district for our people. Let's go ahead and break some more ground here, because I think they don't have enough space. We're also not done over here. We don't need those materials, but we do need all the oil we can get. Okay, now we have access to that one. We'll do that soon. This will take another week to do. Once we get these guys established, we'll be in a great spot where we don't have to worry about anything. Okay, dangerous level of our generator. This is New London, so we can travel quickly. And we're gonna have to take this off now, which is gonna drastically lower our whatever heat we were getting. Right now, we are just in a very, very, very poor spot. In fact, I might have to turn the generator off at this point. So we're gonna focus over here. Our current demand is not being met. So at the very least, I'm gonna get this established, and then we'll decide what we do in a little bit. Okay, battered foothills explored. Okay. Rusted engine. Secondary engine of a dreadnought. Under its hull, we found a core, an irreproducible component from before the frost that can use to power our most advanced technology. Fissures in ice suggest the dreadnought traveled to the frozen bay a long time ago. Dismantle the wreck. These parts are too rare to leave behind. Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. We get our resources now. They're carrying them, so if we want to bring them back, we're gonna have to actually have them come back to the city. Old Observatory. The tower structure often attracts outcasts and scavengers who would rather live together in cold isolation than follow the laws of New London. The settlement has been in decline since the collapse of the observation tower. Some may be willing to reconsider their situation and join us in the city. Escort willing Frostlanders to New London. Convince them all to come. We need a new and stable source of heat in New London to convince all of them. We have to have less of a cold problem in New London to persuade them. We'll come back later. We might be able to persuade them, very soon. Abandoned coal mine. A mine complex, inhabited by children a long time ago. Over the years, they grew older and became citizens of New London. The last miners were ordered home by the captain, but we know some coal remains in the shafts. Okay. The approach trail is in poor condition, but we found a warehouse with prefabs the captain intended to use to improve it. We could take them or leave them in place if we want to use the mine again. Okay. Uh, Further, future mines will surely, miners will appreciate a maintained trail. Let's see. I think we'll do that. And we can connect trails now. An outpost here could supply by 250 coal until its deposit of 448 coal is depleted. Okay, that's actually really good. Wait. Okay, so this will start producing more coal for our city. This will take a little bit of time to make, but while we're getting this city set up, we can supplement our coal from here, which I didn't think was an option. But yeah, right now we're taking care of that. This will take 3 weeks, not too long. Okay. Uh, Now we got our oil going, which is fantastic. Let's see. Resource transfer. I think we need another, so let's go ahead and make an extraction district. We don't have the heat stamps for this. I might have to demolish their brand new house, which really sucks. Well, I guess I could just make another extraction district now. Yes, let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, we need to get that going because right now we don't have the resources for it. Unfortunately, we do need to take out of their house because we need the heat stamp. We could also turn on our generator over here now. Okay, now we have our other extraction district going. So I'm pretty sure we should be able to send our resource. Yep, there we go. 75. We need at minimum 75 every day. A new fuel flows. Anticipation fills the air as the first transportation of oil is sent to New London. To dream of a future without feeling cold feels surreal. To make it happen, however, we will need to modify the generator to turn this black gold into heat. This will be irreversible. What future will we build for ourselves will depend on it. We must decide. Game is saving. Ambitions, Chapter 2. People cheer as oil reaches the city, but the question of what it means for our future remains. The years of suffering are coming to an end. Let us improve the generator further and pump oil until the snow of the city melts forever, shouts the stalwart's leader. However, the pilgrims disagree. What stalwarts want is hubris. New London won't last forever. The frost is our reality. We have to embrace it, venture forth, and use oil to settle new homes in the white beyond. The people look to you to decide the city's future. We will defeat the frost. We will embrace the frost. I think I'm gonna keep sticking with the Star Wars. We want to defeat the frost. Can we do it? Maybe not, but with this new source of oil, we will have a good chance to fight back. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose defeat the frost. We first need to upgrade the generator with oil pumps to use new fuel. Then we must research and further upgrade the generator surplus injectors to make New London warmer than it's ever been before. Newfound oil can also help us research previously inaccessible deep deposits which will not run out. We may tap into them for the security of the city. Oil pump generators upgrade is unlocked and available to be built. Melting deep deposits and generator upgrades research are unlocked. Yes, focus on the generator. Make a warm city. Okay, yeah, these guys are pretty pissed at us right now. They want to overcome the frost, complete and utter hubris. Okay, that seems like a good stopping point. Um, we finally struck oil. So if you want to find out how we turn this oil into heat, I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching.